afternoon, campers. It's an afternoon when I'm studying, just for research purposes, but this is one of my favourite books. One of my other favourite books is Chimp Management. I mean, that's what you can Google. It's actually the Chimp Paradox. And after I read that book, it's a sports psychology book, I bought myself this. It's Monkey. And Chimp Paradox is like, we've all done it, haven't we? It's that sensation that inside of you, you've got that little saboteur who sort of, you say, right, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do a workout, I'm not going to buy ice cream, you know, and you make all your resolutions and you set your goals. And then that little whisper, or hear the naughty little chimp inside you. So I think of a little chimp as something little, but in real life, of course, chimpanzees can just tear you limb from limb. I've seen the David Attenborough programs, and they're sort of like really naughty toddlers. So their will is much, much stronger than yours. So if you're having a fight, I want the ice cream. No, we're not having the ice cream. We're on a diet. Or, you know, they will win. They will win every single time. Their will is 2-3 times stronger than your will. So what you have to learn to do, in my experience, is negotiate. So I did do a little video on treats. So obviously you can bribe your inner chimp, but if you try and bribe it with things not sweeties or biscuits or crisps or whatever. However, I do negotiate with my inner chimp, and a mini magnum is on the table. And you've probably heard that phrase of like, oh, eat well 80% of the time, and then the 20% of the time, yay, 20% of the time. Chimp loves that. But also left to his or her own devices, they will just be eating ice cream morning, noon and night. So the negotiation's a little bit more than just giving in and like saying, yeah, we're going to have a treat, because who's the daddy, says my chimp's t-shirt, and you are either the daddy or the mummy. It's up to you to set the goals, and it's up to you to take the steps and negotiate with that. Oh, let's just stay in bed. So one of the things I negotiate with my chimp is sort of say, let's just do something for 5 minutes, because sometimes it's like, you know, you'll still lose because it's like, no, I want to do this now. But 5 minutes seems sort of quite reasonable. So for instance, it might be, let's just get up and stretch for 5 minutes, and then we'll go to the fridge if you insist. Or let's just do 5 minutes of the workout, and then if the energy is shifted, if you feel a bit more invigorated, let's do a little bit more. And then you can sort of work on the rewards. So delaying tactics, 5 minutes has worked for me. Also doing something different in that 5 minutes. So you say, yes, I hear that you want the, you insert ice cream, sweeties, chocolate, you know, a lion, whatever. We may do that, or we will do that. You can either promise or say, let's see how we feel after we have. So one of the delaying tactics I did was clean my teeth. And sometimes it's just that taste of mint stops you then wanting to have chocolate and have to go through that all again. So, you know, it might be getting up rather than watching your favourite trashy programme. I have got really low standards when it comes to trashy programmes, and Chimp loves the trashy programmes. So you say, yeah, we'll watch our trashy programme, but 5 more minutes writing, or 5 more minutes doing squats or press-ups, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. So that sort of negotiation quite works. And also, if you think of your inner chimp as a little child, because otherwise you spend your whole time doing, metaphorically, no chimpanzees are going to be injured in this move, so it's a metaphor. It's like fighting and screaming and being horrible to that part of yourself. So it's sort of like, almost like embracing it. It is part of you. It wants to have fun. It's also the energy to do so much else in your life, creativity, you know, keeping you going. So little chimp, what do you want to do today? I hear you. You know, it's almost like patting a very small child on the head, or rubbing its tummy, rather than this big battle. It's there to help you. It's sustaining energy. It keeps you safe. It's the flight or fight energy. Sometimes it makes you freeze. So be kind to your inner chimp. So if you want to know what the book is, if you just Google chimp management, it's actually called the Chimp Paradox. It's about sports coaching. Loads of Olympic athletes have used it. But if you just take that simple thing of being, oh, let's give him a little hug, being kind to your inside chimp, so that little voice that makes you, sometimes some people call it the saboteur, but the voice that stops you doing the things that you really want. And goodbye from me and goodbye from him.